Hello mates, welcome back to my channel. Today what are we gonna do? We're gonna do something cool, something different, and something that needs to be known. Can we win a game of Tiptoe Tournament? Yes, by only using, ready for this? The hammer. Yes, we're gonna use the hammer only, and do some rules, right? Here's the rules. Rule number one, we're gonna use the hammer. Rule number two, we could use the path, right? The blocks, the path, only for the hammer. We can't go in to the finish line. We have to use a hammer, but we use a block going to the hammer, right? Last thing is, when we get launched, a bounce to the finish counts, right? You bounce on and finish, it counts. But when you bounce and stand up and then walk, does not count. So mates, let's get into this and let's do this right now. And mates, I just want to say, number one, so this is my first game on, right? So I wanted to do this in one day, right? I thought we could do this in one day, right? So we had 12 hours left, right? Well, I had 12 hours left to play this, so alright, we could finish in probably within, most likely, maybe 2, because it shouldn't be that hard, right? 4 stars? Oof, right? I did not know how to time the hammer. Right now I'm thinking how to time the hammer, because I was very bad at it. And I just didn't know how to time the hammer at all. So I just taking my time, and I realized I can't take too long because the people might finish. So alright, I can't take too long. I gotta find it first and trying to use it. And well, there's many problems when I try to do the challenge, and it makes you probably see. Sorry for the noise. I just hit a glass of water. But so here we go. So my plan is, let's jump and let's see where's it at, right? So I jumped in the middle, looking for where it is, right? And I see it over there. So alright. So my plan is to just go over there and use it, right? And yeah. So we trying to go over there and use it. There's 3 rounds to this game mode. So alright. So we just need to go in and win 3 game modes with the hammer, and boom, there we go, right? There we go. Easy. Easy, that isn't that hard. That's 1 down, 2 more to go. We get this done within maybe 10 minutes. Well, it's more like 30 because the loading screen. So this right now is probably 30 minutes. I see it, right? So I'm going to go over it, and then this is a big problem. The logs, one of the hardest things to do with just the hammer. So I see right there, right? So let's try to use it, right? So I'm trying to use it. I'm pretty sure I hit the log, so that made it where I couldn't launch forward. I hit the log and bounced up. So I'm like, okay. Let's try to do it again. Right? I gotta wait for the log, and that's the second problem. I was waiting for the log, and it take up so much time, and we don't have a lot of time because the others people want to finish and win, and I would just want to win with using a hammer. And there we go. I take too long, and there we go. So I'm like, alright, so we need to go a bit quicker with the logs. I can't really wait for it, or just go in and see. So there we go. I see it, right? So I went for it. I'm like, oh, I made it. That's really. And then here we go, right? So I made it, right? And then I land. So the blocks, right? The pathway was, I think, right on top of it, and it was right in front of the log, and that is a problem because I can't go in into it because I had to launch up, forward, and over the log, and that's difficult to do. So alright, the challenge is a bit difficult, but I could do it. Right? That's what I feel like. That's what I think I can, and I try to do it. So here we go. So going in again, and right in the beginning. And here's the third challenge. It's right in the beginning because that's a fall launch to do. I almost did it though. I almost went full touchdown. Almost went one end to the other end, and I almost did it again. Almost did it. Remember, bouncing do count, but if you land and walk, it doesn't count. So I wasn't able to bounce it, and that was close. I do wanna see if I could actually go from one end to the other end with the hammer only in tiptoe. Right, but here we go. Here's another problem. You can't be right directly on it because I don't know, it doesn't work. When you're trying to go onto it, you either launch you forward down or up. Upward, and that's a that's a problem. And right now, I think it's about like 2 hours mark maybe. Um, and yeah, 2 hours mark. I only made it for the first round, and that's really a problem. I'm trying to look for it. Right, second problem. Well, that's not. I don't know how many problems we have right now, but right now it's the problem of can't finding it, and I barely found it. Top left, and the one of the big problems is in the at the end, so I have to make my journey to the end, and that's a long journey to do. And yeah, so at this point, right, it is the beginning of the video, about beginning of the video. At this point, it was like, this is much more harder than I thought. I don't know I could do this all with just hammers, but I want to do it. I want to see if we can. I want to see if we could, and see if I have the the mindset to go and win, and have the skill to use the hammer to go in and win. I got in the fourth round. I only got to the fourth round, and that's all I did. but I think that I can do it. So I went on trying to do it. I'm not even sure if I think this is very possible, but it's very difficult to do. Second, it's random too as well. It's like you gotta have one of the best hammers ever. The hammer hit and the hammer position. Yeah, the position could be, not good in many ways. The block on top of it, the block behind it is fine. The block on top of it, not good. Like 3 blocks away from it, not good as well. And sometimes at the end, it's pretty good to make it, but the problem is the others, right, want to win, and they're not using the hammer, so they're just, they just go without it. So right now, trying to go to the hammer, and well, there we go. The hammer's at the end, and people found it, and boom, we lost. And that's, oof. But now another one here, right? Trying to find it, can't find it. I'm just jumping randomly. Sometimes I actually found the pathway randomly. I'm very surprised by that. I'm just trying to find it. And there's one. Do you know there's one hammer in every map? And only one. I think I've never seen 2 before. Maybe there's. But yeah, I took too long for that one. And yeah, sometimes the fake paths do give you it doesn't go straight to it automatically, right? It do give you like a little, like maybe 1 second of actual platform. And then there we go. Oh, another problem is you see that one is on top of it and in front of it. In front of it is a big problem. Like, how can you go in with a hammer, right? There's a path on top of it, and there's a path in front of it. There's no way you could do it. There's absolutely no way. You don't want it directly behind it? No. You want it like maybe 1 block away, like behind it? There we go. That's a perfect. Nothing in front, nothing behind. The size doesn't really matter. Right, and then boom. There we go. And no logs too. But we got logs here. But the logs wasn't in the way. I'm trying to use it, and well, I got launched back. That's a big problem. It was directly on top of it or behind it, and I tried to use it. I went back instead of forward. So right now I'm thinking, wow, I don't think this is possible. There's no way I can even finish 2. I only went to the 4th round, and I haven't been in it in like maybe 2 hours by now. And we got the one on top of it. Like, alright, let me see. Go behind it and jump in. Doesn't work. Right, trying to do it. Nope. It can probably work. I'm not really sure about it. I'm trying to jump behind it, trying to go in. Nope. And yeah, I'm trying to do it, not working. And yeah, trying to spam it a lot on the hammer, trying to just see if you just jump straight down or maybe dive in. Right, here we go. I almost made it here too. One end to the other end, I almost made it. I think it might be possible. You just need the best launch, 100%, the best launch. And I don't know what that is, but I think you can make it from one end to the other, and I was very close. And yeah, but what here we go, another logs. It's very difficult, especially if the hammer is directly in front of it, or the log is directly in front of the hammer, or the hammer's behind it. You just, big problem here. Alright, trying to find it. I found it right though. Alright, let's do it. And well, yeah, the fake blocks really, make a problem sometimes, because they're trying to use trying to go in, right? And then the fake box would just stop me from going in. But I did not go in there. But no one else was going in. Everyone was taking really long, and I almost made it in once. Tried to do it again, and someone blocked me. Some blocked me. That's another problem. Someone always blocked me. Sometimes someone blocked you. Someone grabbed you. Someone's in the way. You can't go in. Sometimes that's a problem. Sometimes I get hit with a problem. But there we go. I went in. The dive launched me forward so fast. So I'm thinking now maybe dive is the way. But I got back into it, right, into the fourth round. Right now I'm in the second round. Finally, trying to look for it, can't find it, but I can't take too long on it, right? So I'm trying to just see where's it at. And by me not, checking where is it at, I can't even see where is the actual path is. So sometimes I'm trying to, go to the hammer, but I can't find the path. There we go. I just lost because I couldn't find the actual path. I mean lose when I couldn't find the actual path. But yeah, I just say if you hear something, if I'm quiet or my voice sound a bit different, I am feeling on the weather again. I don't know how or why, but there we go. I did it there. I think there is a way to do it directly behind it, but you need a perfect hit. That perfect sweet spot to hit you into the home one. Let's call it that, right? Let's see the hammer make you a home one. There we go. That's basically it. But yes, I am feeling a little bit under the weather, so I'm very sorry about my voice and stuff and others like that, and making other videos. I don't know what this keeps happening to me, especially during the summer. Alright, but you know what? I took a break a month, and took a break for a month, and I don't want I don't want to continue making and taking breaks more. I don't want you mates to just not have not have a video to watch. So I'll try and power through it, and yeah, I am getting better, no doubt. But I want to power through it and give you some videos, because I want to give you some videos and not be able to give you any at all. But here we go. When what is this? The second round. I found it right there. I couldn't find it, but I found it right there. They're trying to find the the finish line, the path to the finish line. Can't find it yet. So right now I'm trying to zoom away to the hammer. I think I found it right now, but I use a hammer. Boom, make it. I'm pretty sure this is the second round. So right now I'm in the third round, the last round. I'm pretty sure I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm in the final round. It does seem like I'm in the final round. Yes, man, so I was so happy that we went into the final round. It took about 5 hours, probably, to go into the final round. I was so happy I did it. It just takes way too long. And yeah, mates, I'm almost there. And yeah. I was in the zone, right? I was in the zone. Let's finish it. Let's do this. So here we go, in the zone right now. Trying to find it right now. I didn't find it. I'm just trying to look for it, and I found it right there. Oh, there we go. I found it in the middle. I'm like, okay, in the middle. Let's do this. Let's do this. In the middle, I'm gonna use it. So I just, he jumped there. I jumped there too. I can't really find it. Some other people jumped there. I see it right there. I'll try to jump on it. I found the pathway, mate. I can't believe it. I was trying to jump and use the hammer. The challenge would have been done. Mate, I found the actual path. I can't believe that the actual path was on top of it and was blocking the hammer. I know I said you can't walk in it, but mate, I've done this for like 6 hours. I just wanna feel victory for a second. The video is not done. That's not a actual only Hamel win. I was so sad about that. I almost had it. If that wasn't the actual path, I think I would have won it with only Hamels. But since it was the actual path, it doesn't count. So I went in again. I was so sad about that. And I did let the other guy trying to win, but I guess I blocked him by accident. Then he didn't. I'm like, you know what? I want this. I want this one. So here we go. We got the class. We almost got launched all the way there. We had the bad situation, not the worst one. The worst one is when the path completely blocks it and they can't use it. But this is just the second worst. Logs and the 2 fronts and back covered. I'm like, alright. We almost made it in, so it is possible. But you need the sweet spot. The sweet spot. And it's very difficult to find that sweet spot. And yeah. And of course I don't think I found it. The sweet spot for it at all. I don't know even when to jump sometimes. I just go in and jump and see if I make it, and I didn't make it. I do think when the ham was on top, I think you wanna jump at it, and then it will hit you and launch you. I think that's the best timing to do when the ham was on top, right? You go. And I do think that I say jumping straight onto it's better than jumping, into it, right? Like you jumping into the hammer instead of going with the hammer, or don't jump on the side of the hammer, because sometimes you go past it. So yeah, I was having a hard time with this hammer because all the pathway is not leaning towards it, so I just keep hitting the back of it and getting launched back. That one, I think that could have honestly maybe launched me. That could probably launch me back, but I'm not really sure. Alright, so here we go, right? Here we go, and wow. It is possible to jump 2 blocks, right? To make to the 3rd block is very possible. You just need to get the timing down. I kinda got it down, but I'm not fully. There we go, see? Not fully. But I was wasting so much time trying to do that and not going into the actual, hammer. So yeah, and hammer was in one of the worst spots too, so I couldn't do it right there. But here we go. Right, another one, next one, right? It's been a long time, and I think it's gone on, what is it, like 8 hours or something like that? I have no clue. I lost time by now. Took very long. I'll see the hammer there. Trying to jump onto it and do it. It did it again. It did it again. It did it again. It was, the pathway was on top of it. The pathway was on top of the hammer. It did it again. I can't believe that happened again. I was like, if that was my first one, I would have been okay with it. Like, okay, the pathway could be on top of it. But when that happened the second time, and the first time was at the very end, third round, I was like, mate, no. I was almost there. I couldn't make it, but the rule is you can't walk to it. You gotta bounce into it, or for a touchdown into it, right? I did not bounce into it, or for the only touchdown. So, not touchdown, no, it was a home run, right? So yeah, I do think that you could probably do a full home run from one end to the other end. I think it's very possible, but I'm not really sure. Amazing. The hammer luck is so terrible. The positioning get me the wars instead of the actual timing. Timing, I'm trying to learn it, but the positioning of the hammer and where the position of the path of it is, oh my. This one is not bad. That position is not bad. That is a pretty good position. The only problem is in the way back though. You gotta have an amazing home run. And well, I did not get into it. I was really experimenting the dive. I'm thinking if the dive would have been good or not. And I did, got hit with the dive, but didn't really went home run into it. So I tried it again. And the timing is a bit different when diving. But I'm trying to use it, just jumping, didn't get the timing down. I'm not really sure if just dropping down then just jumping would work, but I tried it, and tried all type of techniques, and the technique doesn't work sometimes. So yeah. But I do know there is a hammer in everyone. Do you know that? There's a hammer in everyone, so if you want to use a hammer, don't worry about that. It's just a possibility, or trying to find a hammer, don't worry about that. It's just a possibility if you could use it or not, right? So right here, trying to use it in bad positioning. It's in the way of the log, so I'm like, okay, let's see if we could do it, right? And I think, I'm not sure if I don't think I did, no. Sometimes that really hit me up a lot is the hammer be at the very end. Sometimes it's very good. I win more the hammer being about at the end than it being middle. I never got a home run, one end to the other end, the starting to the finish. Never got that before. And yeah. But I do think, mates, it is possible, but it's just the luck of it. And the luck on my side is terrible. But it is possible. I got that sweet spot, one in front, one in the back. I went in a good sweet spot. I went over it. There we go. Right, I'm in the second round trying to use it. It's very far away. It's nearly almost a one end to the other end, start to finish. And I'm trying to use it. Trying to use the side. It's not working at all for me. Trying to use the sideways, and it's not really working for me. And yeah, I did not make it. I don't know how long was it. I think that was like we had 12 hours to do. I'm not sure. I think mine was either like 6 hours. I know we're going back in time, but I'm not really sure how long it is. Because I think I stopped when I had like maybe 4 hours left, or 2 hours. I'm not really sure. But I know it was my time when I think I started like at 10, and I think I stopped at 10. So yeah. So kind of getting it done though. That timing is difficult to do. I was losing hope. I was like, it's possible, but it just I don't know if you if you if you can do it. It's like I know you could do it, but it's just the luck of the hammer, the luck of the swing, the timing is something, right? The timing is one thing. Like you trying to find the timing, but the worst thing is just the positioning of the blocks. If you could even go onto it, it's a question. Unless it completely blocks it. And that's the worst thing. You can't even use it if it completely blocks you. I don't know why they put that into it. Yeah. I think this is I think this is it. So here we go. This is it. This is my last one. My last game. This is my last try. I was losing hope, but here we go. Get ready for this one, right? Out of nowhere, ready for this one? Ready? Out of nowhere, right? Trying to look for the hammer. Can't really find it, right? I found it right there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is my last one. I feel like I got this. I feel like I could do this, right? So right there, I see the hammer right there in most position, but I know I could do it. Ready? I use it. I did not make it. But look, look. We still have time. Ready? We still have time. One more person to go in. I'm that person. Go in, and it's done. And then I'm done. I'm done. I was done. I was done. I was not ready to do it again. I don't want to do it again. It took so long to do this. Can we do it? Is it possible? Most likely, yes. But would you want to? I don't know. So, mates, I will say this is not worth it. This is not worth the time. Do not do the challenge. No reason for to do the challenge. Play the game regularly, and that's pretty much it. Do not use the hammer in Tiptoe tournament or even Tiptoe regular. There's no reason to use it. Only condition of using hammer if it's up right next to the end. 2, you know what it is. 3, there's nothing blocking it. And 4, you know how to use it, right? If you know those, right, then use the hammer. If you don't have those criteria, right, then don't use it, mates. It's not worth it. You may be gonna lose most of the time, then you're gonna win. And using it all of the rounds, it's not worth it. It's up to random. It's random chance if you're gonna get the best spot and best everything for the hammer. But mates, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you liked the video, mates. And yeah, mates, I hopefully do more videos. I am feeling a bit under the weather, but you know, I'm gonna power on and see how I am, mates. I'll see you next time. Bye.